Next item is LaGrange District 102 withdrawal from LADSE, starting on approximately page 255. Dr. Skinkis?
Table, and it's just, I want to use this as a placeholder. I'm going to pull this, well, we're not going to take any action or discuss tonight. LADSE was working with District 102 to get one additional report, but there's, under the bylaws of our special ed cooperative, they do have to provide notification, and it has to go to a vote from each district. This Board of Education completed this with District 86 about 3 years ago, my first part of my superintendency here. Similar thing, and what I'd like to do is hold out just to make sure District 102 is moving forward, and then I'll have a meeting in either September or October with the LADSE board, and then we can take action on this. It's more or less a formality.
Has LADSE provided you any information on the impact it has on them?
I mean, that's all I'm interested in.
And secondly, what impact it's going to have on the remaining districts?
Correct. Well, the LADSE fee for service district has shifted, so it wouldn't be as direct as what it was under 86, so it shouldn't impact us too much. But that's why I'm tabling this until I get some additional information.
The problem is,
What is that? You said it shifted. What does that mean?
We shifted to a pay-for-service model.
Was that in anticipation of this?
Oh.
That was no, that happened after District 86 left,
Right.
and then we had to deal with some of the impact and carryover and them paying out. So what we shifted the cooperative more to is everybody gets a flat fee to handle the administrative cost of LADSE, and I think school psychologist is the only other required payment. Everything else is pay as you need, pay as you go. So
But-
someone leaving, the only little carryover is instead of dividing up the administrative cost by 12 districts, it would be divided up by 11 districts.
and that's the same argument the last one made.
Right.
Count on how many we used, you don't need them anymore, and we keep getting a bigger piece of the administrative
Right.
pie.
Correct. But
So
what
what's
the
LADSE
board's
gonna
working
do
on, well,
about
as
that?
I represent our district on that board, so what the board, which is all the superintendents in the district, is leaning on LADSE is, what are you doing as, if the number of students are drops and the services are, how are you managing personnel, et cetera, so that costs are reflective of having one less district.
And how big is this district, students-wise, that's pulling out?
LaGrange, it's the LaGrange School District, Elementary District. I don't know the size of it off the top of my head.
Does it like
Because the
include
other
Park
thing-
Junior?
Yes.
So it includes South
It's
Haven,
the other side
Brookfield,
of, the south side of Brookfield
and LaGrange.
and LaGrange. So
Because
it's LaGrange.
the other thing that obviously comes up is why they're not a really big school district. The last one was a bigger school district that pulled out, right?
Right.
So why are they able to?
This is also the school districts that's going for a tax referendum. They're in some financial hardships right now.
But they still have to provide these services more by law.
So they're feeling they could do it at a cheaper rate under their current collective bargaining agreements.
But my point is why does LADSE feel there's a problem if districts feel they can pull out and do it themselves cheaper than what they can do it for?
That's what the board of directors is working on with,
Okay.
and that's why I said to table it here in August.
Okay.
Because I think some more information needs to be provided.
I wouldn't consider them to be a small district.
No, they're pretty big.
They have half of Brookfield, all of LaGrange, and
2,000.
some of LaGrange Park.
3,000.
Track, all the
3,000,
south of the track.
Good
All the
deal.
way up, and then all the way up.
Yeah.
But I know they're going through some financial situations. I know they have a upcoming tax referendum. And they were gonna do one more study as 102, just to make sure they take the final vote. They put in their petition and notify us under our bylaws. See, the thing is that even with the direction you're giving me, you have 12 or 13 superintendents on this board, so we're already given that, knowing what our boards and knowing how our boards work, that direction to the directing board, or the director of LADSE. So we're already accounting kind of the same way you're accounting. And we want to make sure there's no domino effect, because this would be 2 districts in like 4 years now.
So in here, it says that there's only 3.15 FTE staff members are supplied by LADSE. So have those individuals been terminated, or are those salaries going to be carried through this year, and we're going to wind up having to pay for it after all?
Well, I don't think they would be effective until July 1st, so there's, 102 is still on board, so those 3.1.
Till next year.
So
But
they-
they'll be-
They have time to go through the reduction in force process. Also, I think there's a big cycle of retirements coming out of LADSE, which will lower some personnel costs as well.
Yeah. And the board put 257, it's July 1, 2017.
Right, I just make sure that there's
All
a
right.
plan there. All right.
Okay.
Okay, and then just come back and tell us how we voted on the last withdrawal.
Voted against.